Pete Carrot. Come on, man.
He's the P carrot. All right, so we have a click in now. I'm actually gonna fly up to the amp. I'm actually positioned really nicely.
Yep. Red's taking boots very quickly. They're actually going to go for a low boost here they were looking for because only one went up. He actually was about to jump. Yep, low boost coming back up.
Oh,
denied
double
three
tap,
times.
triple tap. Ooh, I thought he was going to get denied there. He must have been stacked. Ram, I don't know what he had there. Armor, I guess, to survive those 3 taps. Maybe some vials.
Yeah, he had gotten armor.
had to have been, as he's back up to 100 right now.
Yeah,
And
opted not to take the keg.
And he's going to go back up top with the amp and takes out his opponent there, securing the point. He's got himself boots, health, and armor, so this is looking solid for Ramdrop on this first amp run.
Yeah, he actually can use the boots off the low lift to grab the keg. I believe that still works.
That's a beautiful pre-fire by him. That's a common spot that we actually saw a lot last week. Oh, but nice. Brute force kill there by, I think that was Vipers, right, up top?
Yeah. Viper's doing a really good job handling Ramdrop on that one. I mean, Ramdrop dropped for the boots, dropped for the armor, and Viper's made the decision that, you know, he was going to go for the point, hold it, and try to kill him, as Red Team controlling the belt right now. We're watching from Pete. We're going to see if Pete can do better on Gharden. This is a redemption match for him.
Yeah, he was down low trying to help his buddy, kind of going back up to mid. He must be playing the low middle float type area, the coke float.
Yeah.
But,
like Monk also playing that floaty position as he inflicts some damage upon Pete. We'll switch to Monk.
He was brought down to 1 HP in that battle, though.
Yeah, there's a pelt pack right there. He picks it up, yeah, coming back in. And like I like this crossfire here from Red on each side. As I say that, they get destroyed. But it's,
you know what? They held their points for a bit, as it's a 6-point game.
Monk trying to get on the lift.
Monk getting clowned by Pete on the lift there. That was pretty funny.
I think the belt spawned. I think Ravenix is going for... Nope, actually he's up top waiting on it. Oh, he jumps off right as it spawned,
yeah,
but his
Monk,
teammate got it.
Monk with the perfect timing. That one was definitely timed.
That's no surprise. Monk usually is the big-time roamer / timer for his teammates.
Viper's picking up the amp right now, dropping for the keg. He was actually brought down to 1 HP, so those vials coming in
Looking for the
handy.
boots now.
Oh,
Misses
he's getting
the
shot.
dodge, though. And just absolutely massacred down low trying to get those boots.
Yeah, good comms from Red. They had a guy from up top sniping down, plus a low guy fighting him, so Ramdrop didn't know who to shoot. And that is the end of the amp run. So good comms from Red. Red actually in control of everything, 37-33, and they're expanding their lead quickly now. Ramdrop getting up high with the boots. Wasting them trying to dodge here.
This is some really high-quality sDOM, and, you know, obviously these guys probably aren't used to the pace and just the gritty nature that these games will be, because you're not going to have this caliber of players on one team. I mean, these are the type of players that are going to be split up across the entire league.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so high octane and so closely contested.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And I mean, it really is a different pace because, you know, in Pugs typically you'll be like, oh, I want to get this guy the amp. But, you know, you look at who's playing and pretty much any one of these guys will be like, yeah, let's get him the amp, so.
Yeah. They're all lethal and capable of going off on big runs and big plays, which is why you just can't let up. It's a furious pace. It really is a war of attrition in sDOM.
Yeah, I mean, the adrenaline is going. There's nonstop action. I mean, I love ICTF, but one of the things I love about sDOM is there's something always happening. You know, you need to be somewhere. You're important to your team. Like, every second counts. Whereas, you know, ICTF, it might be more rewarding with some of those, you know, monster kill runs and covers and boosts. But
It's kind of one of those. It's like, to use a football analogy, you can take plays off in ICTF. You know,
yeah,
like you could sandbag for a minute, and it's not going to hurt your team that much.
Like
sDOM, that could be the difference between a win.
In a match.
Yeah. I think we've all been a victim of the roots off AFK.
Oh my god. Well, no, he's actually like kind of playing. He's wiggling, so I won't yell at him, but I hear him talking in Spanish in the background.
They're going to be an amp boost here. They're actually not going to give it to the belt. It's going to go to Ramdrop.
Yeah, I think that was
interesting
another one of those game time decisions. He didn't have a chance to go for the belt.
Viper, sorry. He's got the armor down low, staying alive for now. 139 off of his keg. He's got armor under that. He's going to try to hold this position against Rammy Poo. Oh, 2 coming up. They want to double team this. They're going to knock him off. That's going to be point going. This lift is going to be real dangerous as he comes up. Sneaks underneath the red guy.
Nice shot. Looking to get these boots and in good position. Hits the rampage with that shot. But they are hunting him for sure.
He's heating up right now, so he's bringing his team back in the game. Blue clawing back in, as lots of red are really focusing in now on him.
Oh, he thought he had boots.
That was
no,
actually
he was
really
just
funny.
he's trying to juke there. He missed the dodge to get the boots, and that
No,
was
he's got
probably
it.
the mistake.
Yeah,
They
he
really
thought he
needed
had
to get a big run from that amp, and they actually did. It brought it within 5.
Yeah, it
as
was
they
a
actually
decent
picked
hold.
up their first belt in that process too.
All right, so I will actually ask the stream right now. Would you guys prefer to see names or time remaining? Because we can have one, but we can't have both due to the limitations of UT99. As Chosen going on a pretty nice run there, stepping up for the red team.
Yeah. Rummy down low with Ravenix is having a lot of trouble. Ravenix is about 10 points above him. Been watching Ravenix a little bit. He's got a really good pace of how this low is working. He's taking down one, going around, grabbing some of the vials, then taking down Rummy again. What's happening to swing it back every now and again is Pete's dropping low and shooting Ravenix in the back. It looks Pete's right there now, taking Ravenix off of the point. But Ravenix really having his way in the one-on-one, but that's how the teamwork comes in to get Blue trying to get back in this game.
Yeah, watching the battles for top. Vipers, looks like he's timing the boots, but he was just a second early, which means he's going to give up position to ram drop. Amp is up right now.
No!
Oh, they
With
missed the boost. They
Was
go
that-
for the easy one.
Was that mess jumping? What was going on here?
I don't think the jump was the issue there. I
Alright.
think the shot was a little too late, and they're switching the
Take
rolls.
two.
There's a
Oh!
shot in the back from, or was that from below?
Those Vipers, the clutch.
That was a huge denial shot from down low, and now if they get control of the upper shot,
Yeah.
they do. They should be able to get the amp. Oh, but Vipers goes down. And this is what we were talking about, folks, where you get 4 people contesting for the top to try and get over to the amp.
Yeah, there's 2 fighting right now. The other 2 are actually down the lift fighting each other. Both red win this. They're going to try and boost from low. No! What? The red guy just fell off instead of the boost. There he goes.
Ooh.
Okay, they used the
Back up.
boost up. Monk's got it now. They wanted to give it to Monk. Monk needs to go back and grab this keg before he's a dead man.
There it is.
It's the keg, flies up the ramp, or the lift. Still alive,
Comes
only
into
with
2
89.
in mid.
He
He's looking
wants
for
the
this
belt.
next belt. He's got it.
Gonna grab. No, he needs to get out of here.
There's just a
Stay alive.
frantic hunt on him right now.
They want him dead. Pete feels the blood. I'm gonna kill you, boy.
Oh, Monk was trying to stay alive like the Bee Gees, but couldn't do it. That's a good job by Blue, hunting him down. As you take a look, they brought it within 3 points.
Yeah, nice run. Because what's really good about this one, once you grab the amp, and I think that's why Monk wanted to stay to shoot them off of that penthouse point, is because it takes so long to get back up there, and he wasn't going to stay there. He already had a brother who was going to be up there to hold it down. And if that point's flipped, then that's going to stay there for a while, because that point is the easiest to hold in this map. And then he was able to draw like Pete away from helping out low or whatever he's been doing to hold his points longer, bringing them within 7 or 6 right now. Monk actually going back for this belt, sitting on top of it, doing a little dance.
Bit
It's gonna
early.
fall off.
That spawns just as he's falling off, so tough luck for him. He might actually get it as he's aggressively
gone.
dodging in. It's gone though.
Yeah, I think Pete took it.
He's gonna have a rough idea when the next one's coming up though, so he misses the belt, but still has timing basically. We're watching from Vipers. The people have spoken. I put the names in. The time is gone. You guys are gonna need to sporadically update us on how much time is remaining.
11 and a half
Roger.
minutes.
Arriba as
Ding,
Vipers.
and that's your timer update. Yeah, this game is a nail biter. I mean, it's almost tied up 120. Now it is 125, 125, and I think a big part of that was Blue getting control on the power-ups a few minutes ago, because up until that point, they were getting blanked on the amps and didn't have much of the belts either. As you see Vipers picking up the
got it
amps.
now. Viper's got keg too. He's going to try and go back up. The penthouse point, though, is in the enemy hand, so this is not good for him. He needs to get this point and hold that down to get his team in. He's lost a little bit of ground for his team. Now they've got it. Pete came up to make sure that that's solid, so now he should be able to hold this for quite a bit.
And he's
So
looking
there's
to get
only-
this next set of boots, because that's going to really help out his mobility. He's got plenty of health. If he could pick that up, he could seriously do some damage, run around the map, and potentially hand off the point to another person.
Yep, now the point. They're double teaming him now. 113 sitting on him, stuck on that little chain pole, and that's going to end it. They ended up tying it up because he took the top point and was able to hold it for a while, letting his brethren fight the other points.
Good
But-
teamwork and timing by Red Team to both come up the elevator and basically use a CSGO analogy, a trade-out kill up top,
Yeah.
ultimately taking down that amp.
Well, there's a lot of trades going on in sDOM, because even if you only hit your enemy once, you want to at least make sure you're doing damage to him to trade your kill, because then if you trade again, you have 2 hits and he only has 1, and then you get it.
To be
You can
honest,
trade
an
back and
assist
forth.
stat would be really valid to sDOM, and something that I don't know, Killer Eye, could you make something like that happen? Because that really would be cool to see.
Yeah, well, it would be, to see how much.
Maybe
they do
replace Seals with the assist.
Could be cool. We might have to page Killer Eye. He's probably gonna be like, "Oh my god."
Oh jeez, you guys are so demanding, bunch of divas. Casters just talk about the game. I got to do all the work.
Pretty much.
But
But
this
takes the
game is a
lead.
nail biter, still tied up, neck and neck, and we got just under 10 minutes still on the clock.
Yeah, I think Blue took it for a second there for the first time. Right now it's tied. They had every point for about 3 seconds, which increases the speed of it going for them. So we're still up tied. Rummy.
Blue getting the better of the kegs, about halvesies on the belt, and a little bit of a bonus on the amp. Speaking of amp, someone has it. Who is
It's
that?
Vipers. Vipers with another amp run here.
So I feel like
141.
Vipers has had the last couple.
He's had the last couple, definitely.
Although Monk may have had the one before that. It looks like he's going to stick with what he did last time with the amp run and stay up top and hits 2 nice peeking shots to
And he
maintain
also-
control.
Also heard Ram Drop spawn, so that's gonna help him control this point. He knows Ram Drop needs to come from there. Deals with him quickly. Also heard him spawn again, but he opts to venture off and get the thigh pads.
Yeah,
Here's
oh,
the double team
double.
again up top. This got him last time, but doesn't fall for it. He's going to find the boots just as the armor is taken. Down to 11 HP.
He wants this pack.
Oh, the rampage. Nicely done. Barely survives.
Yep. Now he's going to have to fight his way back up. Ram Drop playing the lift very nicely. Comes up behind him, shoots him in the top of the head as the lift goes up. And that is going to be the end of that amp run. But 173, 166, because Vipers held that point for so long and then allowed his buddies to control the other points without hesitation.
Surprising to see these amp runs. I mean, we've seen really long amp runs in sDOM. But,
Yeah.
long for this caliber of play for these guys is like, if you can get over a minute, maybe to 2, you're looking pretty good. And
You can get to 2, then that's unbelievable. You should have split the game open. Unless it's a blackout amp run where he does capture the godlike.
yeah, it's like you just...
But he's
Let's see how long I can hold on to it without doing any actual damage. And
Yeah,
another double team up top with no amp. Vipers takes it on, hits the double kill, and wins the boots. This guy is on fire right now.
I agree. So blue team is actually plus 17 right now, and I think he's one of the biggest difference makers. As they're gonna do a pre-boost here, they have Vipers set up for it. They're gonna need
Have
some
time.
help as-
Oh, he falls off though as he hits the spree.
When it rains, it pours. As Viper's gonna do the jump. Low HP though. This is what I was talking about. He's not very safe in this quarter. Gets the keg though.
Yeah, he's
Monk
up to
wisely.
193.
Yeah,
Now he's
Monk-
looking good, and fresh boots are up too.
Gonna want to secure this. Pete's there to secure that for him. But Boots got taken sneakily by Monk before he could get out of here. Vipers takes him down, so no Boots left on the table. But he's got this pin house, and now all the blues, because they're all flipped, and they can go and fight somewhere else, while at least 1 or 2 of the red guys are worried about taking down Vipers, who's in control of this amp.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're likely going to rotate at least 2 over here. He
Whoa.
gets shot in the back. Hit twice, but he does hit the rampage again off of that health and armor that he's had. Oh!
Wow!
That shot was disgusting.
The flick is real as Ram Drop is looking to avenge himself. Not gonna happen. Viper's just completely blowing the game open right now. They're gonna need to send help up top. I know Monk is coming a bit, but they're gonna need to make a concerted effort to send a couple guys up there.
Viper's
218.
vac ban incoming.
Yeah,
You heard
yeah,
it here
on
first,
vacation,
folks.
boys.
I wish
Man.
UT chat was as
He
he
hits
goes
the dominating.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Monk was on his way to help out. Pre-fired by Vipers. Vipers almost falling out, taking that shot. Gets the boots here. Gonna fall down for this pack. Doesn't want to fight Ravenix though, because that's a little bit too much, and
That's
then goes
trouble
down.
right there. So yeah, Red finally saying to themselves, you know, we're just hemorrhaging points right now. Let's take this amp out.
Yeah.
But
And again, it's been all Vipers the past 2-3 minutes. Amp and upper control, red team having to send so much to take control of upper and get rid of that amp that it's just opened up the other 2 points.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Also, if you look at Observatory, it looks like Chromaniac is doing a lot of work on there. He's got 54, he's got 53 efficiency. Pete's got 54. So I think Blue is actually also winning mid. Low is going to Ravenix by at least 10 over Rummy. That's kind of the rundown right now. What's happening? 5 minutes remaining in this game. 235 to 198 as Blue is starting to run away. And the opposite of Olden.
Indeed. So
39.
It's actually been pretty fun watching all these amp runs by Vipers. I mean, he's putting on a show right now. As I'm giving Ravnik some airtime. We'll give Ramdrop, who's been on the wrong end of it, a bit of airtime. We'll see if he can get an amp, as it looks like there's 2 blue guys coming up. I'm guessing amp should be up very soon, as gonna get the fly cam going. The
Yeah,
cam.
Pete actually is looking for this belt. Belt's already gone, so he may head up here in a second if the amp run is there. All the points, though, are going to Red, so Red trying to make a comeback here by really buckling down on these points. Chosen and Monk trying to keep that mid observatory in their color for as long as they can. Chosen just kind of doing the circle strafe strat on top of it.
Call it the circle strafe.
Yep, circle straffy.
Strafe.
I don't
Strappy
understand. It's
tappy.
like a lot of this map has a lot of secret like 3 vial, triple vials to pick up. I don't know why people don't get that. I mean, it's so worth it because then you tank 2, and if your opponent isn't expecting for you to tank 2 shots, they'll even turn away after you get hit 2 and be like, wait, what? And you can shoot them.
True. I agree. You can really catch people off guard as Ramdrop's gonna control the boots here. My timing must be really off. Amp should be up soon though, as we have 2 blue guys making their way up top.
Yeah, they're gonna. Pete's already up here. They don't want him to get another one.
No. So we'll see if Red can reverse their fortunes. I mean, it's not impossible as they're down 36.
Yep, they're gonna pre-boost Ramdrop. Ramdrop's gonna hit that. Just perfect timing for that amp. He's gonna get it now. He's gonna hit once, almost twice. All points though went to blue there for a second. Now Ramdrop's in control of this area. Monk actually hanging out up top. I'm not.
I think
sure.
they might trade out and leave Ram up top, much like Vipers was doing, and then Ramdrop stay up top with the amp, contest with Viper, get the boots, and then potentially go on a run once he gets stacked up with boots armor.
Yeah, Ramdrop didn't opt to go for Keg, so he doesn't have that extra health. He's at 30 right now. Comes up the ramp, and that's a shot. That's an easy shot.
Vipers hit 3 in a row on him there against the amp to win back the point and stop that amp run.
If you look at it though, Ramdrop was in a really bad position.
Oh, yeah, definitely a tough spot. But kudos to Vipers making plays again up top, this time without the amp up against it.
Yeah, Viper's clutching, but Ramdrop, I mean, sitting up top with only 100 HP, not controlling boots, armor, thigh pads, really anything. That was just a prescription for disaster. He's got to go on a big run for his team, but it's not looking like it's going to happen.
All the points are still in a red now, but, I mean, there's no amp in play. How long can they hold it? His basement does flip. There's Observatory. As Blue... I think Blue is just out fragging here in mid, and that's the story of Observatory. Crow Maniac, I think, has got a lot to do with that. Pete also, Pete and Crow actually both had the 70s, almost the 80s. Well, we got Chosen at 67, and Monk's in the 70s.
We got all the points right now, and then as soon as I say that, 2 go towards Blue. Ramdrop hits the killing spree up top, bops Vipers on top of his head. Got to finish him off, though. They really need to control. It gets doubled up top, though. Minute 45, and with about a 30-point lead, I think Blue should be able to hold on to this one.
Yeah, I think they are going to do it.
Amp is up, though. Anything can happen if you get that amp in your hand and you go ham, but he doesn't have a teammate there to boost him. And meanwhile, Blue has 2 there, so this last amp is going to go to Vipers. And that's probably going to be off the road.
He missed the game!
Oh, no! What do we talk about? Those plays after getting the amp can happen. You can be a goat, or you could be a goat, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. It's okay though. Vipers plays bunny tracks. Obviously a calculated miss there. Wanted to humble himself with his movement.
He earned himself a get out of jail free card though with his play late in this game to get themselves this comfortable lead.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, just the fact that was a case where him just getting the amp was a big play, even though he botched the landing.
Yep. So. I think Red really only won basement on this one as they hit the 300 mark with 46 seconds remaining in the game. That's going to be everything. Going to Blue.
So I'll actually give Chosen some props. He actually did a really good job holding his own at Observatory. I mean, him and Chromaniac roughly the same amount of points. I think he's actually +1 on him. So
yeah, but Observatory Pete also has 43, while Monk only has 10.
Ah, indeed. So yeah, it looks like Pete's making more of a difference there. But I think Chosen's done a pretty good job holding his own against all this pressure. I would have had him pegged as the weak link, but I will
Pete
not
doing
label him
quite
that.
a good job of netting just total points, and actually I think he might be contending with Ravenix for. Let's see, yeah, he should have 87, so he's one shy of Ravenix's total, and he was doing that roaming. Had a lot of shield belts, not a lot of amps like Monk did. Obviously, Vipers was hanging on to those, but Pete might be the unsung hero of that map, even though we weren't really calling his name much, and mainly on Vipers up top.
Yeah, Pete did a lot of work in the middle. I mean, he was dropping down. Remy was having a tough time with Ravenix. I think if Ravenix and Remy had been left alone, Ravenix would have had more of a point lead. But Pete really came back down and helped control the belts and did a lot of fragging to get Rummy back in set down low and give Ravenix some trubs.